That is right. Today we talk about one of my favorite games in Mega Man 2. It was released in 1988, of course, in Japan, but it did not come out until 89 in the PAL regions. And for those that didn't know, this was actually a side project for those working for Capcom because they were currently working on Street Fighter at the time they were creating Mega Man 2. The first thing that immediately drew me into Mega Man 2 was the graphics and the color palette. The first level that I ever got to play was Flashman's level, and it was just incidental. I had no idea that that was actually one of the bosses you were supposed to actually fight first. But just seeing how the background was and seeing the blue glowing blocks that you were running across, just how they looked, just drew me in as a child, and I was immediately hooked. One of the other things that I actually enjoyed about not only just Mega Man 2, but the Mega Man series in general, you can pick whatever boss you want to go against and just hope to God you pick the right one at the right time. There is no linear way like level 1, 2, 3, etc. That just adds to the level of difficulty with any Mega Man game because as we know, there is a formula as to how you should go against the bosses based off of what their weaknesses are. Again, just adding extra depth to this game was the sound effects. I absolutely love the sounds of each weapon getting shot, just how it sounds when you hit the enemies. Everything had such a great sound to it. Talking about the music, my God, this has to be one of the better, if not the best, 8-bit soundtracks that was ever created. Just starting off with the intro, if you just let it play through, it starts off all nice and slow, and then it just kicks up a notch and starts going nuts. And then each boss level that I played, I just found myself going, wow, this song's awesome. This song's awesome. This song is awesome. And by the end of the game, I just found myself thinking, wow, this is actually a soundtrack that I could put on a CD and listen to. And this was one of the first games where I actually felt this way about a soundtrack. Most other video games, I just played them and then just thought to myself that the music was good. It added to the vibes of the game, but not one time did I ever think to myself, man, I can listen to this soundtrack. And talking about the fluidity of the game, I just felt like this was the one, other than maybe Mega Man X, because I love Mega Man X as well, but this one, I just felt for being the second one, the actual fluidity of the game as far as the boss levels and how well they were put together, I just felt they were put together perfectly. They had just the right amount of difficulty, the right amount of obstacles, the right amount of enemies, and just little things along the way that just kept you engaged. And if you're new to retro gaming, or if you're just an old school gamer and for some strange reason you just happen to miss out on this one, I highly suggest that you go back and play good old Mega Man 2, baby.
Super Retro Force.